Okay. Hey.
We will call to order the meeting of the Chicago Board of Election Commissioners, a special board meeting for Monday, December 14th, 2015. Good morning. My name is Maricel Hernandez. I'm the chairman. Seated to my left is Commissioner Langdon Neal, and to my right is Commissioner William Cressy. The next item on the agenda is the consideration of the agenda. Any changes? And I will just note that for today we are not going to address points 4 and 5, the various reports, and the old business. So we will move to the next item on the agenda, which is the approval of the minutes for Tuesday, December 8th, 2015.
I'll move approval.
I will second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The minutes are approved. The next item on the agenda will be under new business, the consideration of bids for the 2016 canvas. Is there someone who would like to address this particular?
We're up.
Good morning.
The purchasing department on behalf of the board issued a invitation for bid, and the bids were scheduled. Bids did open on Friday, and we received 3 bidders, and the apparent bidder is J.J. Collins for a total of $164,950. The bid represents a competitive bidding of multiple vendors. As I mentioned, there were 3. Last year, we also, in 2014, we also took it out. We had 5 vendors. This year, we have 3. There were no minority firms that participated, but there was a good representative of reaching out to those firms that potentially could be bidding on it. But at this time, we've only had the 3.
And this particular bid involves the printing and mailing of the 2016 full voter canvas.
Yes.
And we had basically 3 timely bidders. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
We did receive one after the bid was.
Yes, but that was untimely.
It was on time.
Okay.
Madam Chair, I should point out that although it is falling under the title of the canvas, this includes the mailing of the election notice as well as the invitation to each voter to vote by mail.
Thank you.
If I may. So this is something completely new for the election board. It is actually 3 separate documents being mailed out to one mail.
Correct. Correct.
Any other questions or
Yes.
comments?
Only question or observation is that the low bidder here was almost $130,000 lower than the second lowest bidder. I recognize J.J. Collins has done work admirably for us in the past. Is there any concern, though, that there's that great a difference between both the second and the third lowest bidder and the winning bidder?
That's a very good question. That would normally give me great pause when there's such a disparity, because I have seen where a vendor missed something
Yes.
very obvious about the work required, and that has happened in a previous canvas job.
Yes.
They made good on it.
Yes.
But given the number of printing contracts that we have had with Collins, I think it's a combination of understanding of the job and also a recognition that there is a provision that if they perform this job well enough, there's a chance to extend this contract for a fall mailing. Other than that, I would have to interview the other two bidders as far as why they bid so much more. But we have had contracts in the past with Collins on mailings, so.
No, I
think it's a great question,
Yeah.
but
And our history with them has been satisfactory?
extremely satisfying.
Extremely,
They've been
yeah.
very,
Yes.
they've been very flexible on mailings. They've been, when we run into situations where there are polling places that have to be moved or have not yet been designated, they've been very flexible about doing second, third mailings, even if a contract only called for 2. So they've been very accommodating in the past.
Madam Chair, I would just like to note for the record on one of the documents in our package, the bid tabulation pricing schedule. There is apparently a typo showing the Palmer printing bid as being only $43,000 when in fact it was $334,000. So they are not in fact the lowest bidder, they're the highest bidder.
Okay, thank you.
One more question, Madam Chairman. Laurel, are there any MBE or WBE vendors that could do this work?
There's very limited
Yeah.
ones. I do check the City of Chicago as well as the Cook County Board of MBE, WBE directory to see, and I reach out to them as well. We didn't have very much response this time.
Well, I think that's an excellent idea of, every time we have an opportunity to, reach out to those potential MBE and MBWE firms that can provide us with certain services, we think, we should do it. Okay, so thank you for doing that.
Yeah, we may want to, I'm sorry, I don't want to belabor this point, but after we get through this cycle, we may want to have an open house of some sort, because our printing is a major source of our business, and we have very, very little, if any, MBE, WBE utilization in that area. And so maybe an open house explaining and talking about, showing our forms, and just explaining our needs might encourage more participation. It's my only comment.
And I think that's an excellent idea, because if we have some kind of exchange, maybe we'll understand what are the possible roadblocks, what are the possible obstacles that minority vendors are experiencing when they decide not to submit a bid. And maybe we could do something.
This past year, I did attend the City of Chicago Citywide Outreach event where I did meet quite a bit of the vendors, and I did give the opportunity. And that was one of the reasons why, for the printing and the mailing of forms, envelopes, and banners, I broke it out in multiple groups.
Yes.
So it would give the small
Yes,
businesses
saw
the
that.
opportunity to bid. So I will proceed in working a little bit harder and trying to get more exposure for all of us.
It may be just capacity.
Right.
And that it is what it is, but we just have to make double sure that we have done everything we can, and to show that the outreach is there, and if there isn't a response, then it's a capacity issue within the industry.
Right, exactly. Thank you. Is there a motion to award the printing and mailing of the 2016 full voter canvas to J.J. Collins in the amount of $164,950?
I'll move, Madam Chairman.
And I will second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The 2016 full voter canvas job is awarded to J.J. Collins. At this time, is there a legal report, Mr. Scanlon?
Nothing to report, Madam Chair.
There is no financial report. Is there a public, anybody here for public comment? No? Is there a need for executive session?
Not at this time.
Okay. And in that case, is there a motion to adjourn to our next meeting on Tuesday, December 22nd?
Also move?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Okay, Tuesday at 9 o'clock.
At 9 a.m.
Yep.
Thank
Okay.
you.